Okay, so we will be looking at how to use trigonometric identities in order to manipulate equations. So now let's take a look at the first problem. Cosecant squared over cosine equals secant squared over sine squared. We will work on the left side first because remember when solving these equations you may only work on one side at a time. If you remember your reciprocal identities, you will know that cosecant squared equals 1 over sine squared. So we are going to make the change, and cosine, we're just going to put it over 1. Then after we replace them, we're going to keep 1 over sine squared. We're going to change division into multiplication, and we're going to flip cosine over 1 into 1 over cosine. After we do that, this is what we're going to have. If we look at the right side, and again, if you know your reciprocal identities, you will recognize that 1 over cosine equals secant. After we replace that, we're just going to put secant over 1, and we're going to cross out the 1's, and we're going to be left with secant over sine squared. This proves that our identity is true. Now let's take a look at the second problem. Cosecant squared minus secant squared equals cotangent squared minus tangent squared. We will work on the left side again first because remember when solving these equations you may only work on one side at a time. If you remember your identities, you will know that cosecant squared is equal to cotangent squared plus 1. Same for secant, it equals tangent squared plus 1. You will then substitute this for cosecant squared and secant squared. Since there is a minus in the middle, you will distribute the minus to tangent squared and positive 1, making it negative tangent squared minus 1. The 1's then will cancel, so you will be left with cotangent squared minus tangent squared, which proves our identity is true.